We all know and love the Shelby Cobra, but why was it made? Well, the answer is actually simple: to kick ass and dominate on track. And in the SCCA Production Class Championship, they did just that. But before we get into the legendary cars, let's just quickly talk about the racing series itself. The Sports Car Club of America, or SCCA, National Sports Car Championship was a pivotal racing series that revolutionized the sports car racing scene in the United States. It was the first post-World War II sports car series organized in the country, and it lasted from 1951 to 1964. Now, in the early 1960s, the SCCA Production Class Championship races were shaken up by the introduction of the legendary Cobra, and the Cobra dominated the competition. However, one man was determined to create a car that could dethrone the Cobra and take the racing world by storm. That man was Bill Thomas, a former Corvette driver and mechanic who had started his own racing team. Thomas approached General Motors with an ambitious request to build a car that could compete with the Cobra using parts from the Corvette bin. And in 1963, Bill Thomas gained the support of General Motors Performance Product Group to develop the Cheetah as a concept vehicle. Designed by Thomas and lead fabricator Don Edwards, the Cheetah was a unique creation that would showcase the level of work that Thomas's company was capable of producing. The financing for the project came from private investors, Thomas himself and John Grow, a Chevrolet dealer from California who would eventually own the prototype car. To construct the Cheetah, Thomas arranged for material assistance from Chevrolet for the major components. This included the 327 Corvette engine, Muncie transmission and independent rear end assemblies. Other components were sourced from a larger GM parts bin, such as the Chevrolet passenger car spindles and NASCAR spec Corvette drum brakes. Once the drivetrain components were delivered, Edmonds began laying them out on the shop floor and taking measurements. Using chalk, he sketched out the basic outline of the chassis. Edmonds' design methodology for the majority of cars he built during his career was to sketch out what he thought a car ought to look like, then build it. Once the chassis shape was determined, Edmonds sketched the body. He showed these drawings to Thomas, and after a few minor changes, construction began. The Cheetah was built with a perfect weight distribution between the front and rear axles in mind. To achieve this, the Corvette engine was pushed as far back as possible, eliminating the need for a driveshaft. The V8 engine was directly connected to the rear axle via a limited slip differential, resulting in a long hood and pushed back cockpit. Now, while this setup made for an impressive, perfect weight distribution, it also made for a notoriously hot cockpit. The engine's left side exhaust ran right above the driver's feet, making for an, well, let's say uncomfortable driving experience. Despite this, Thomas was determined to create a true game changer in American production car racing, and the Cheetah's massive 6.3-liter engine with over 500 horsepower was a testament to this. So she was ready. Super lightweight body, perfect weight distribution and a 500 horsepower V8. So what happened? Well, regrettably, the Cheetah never had the opportunity to compete against the Cobra in a highly publicized official sanctioned race during its prime. Due to its limited production numbers, the SCCA categorized it in the almost unregulated C-Sports modified big bore class in 1963. Where it competed with other models such as Chaparrals, Lolas and McLarens. To compound matters, in 1964 the FIA raised the production car homologation requirement to 1,000 vehicles, a number that Thomas acknowledged he could never achieve, even with corporate backing. This effectively eradicated any possibility of the anticipated production class sports car battle of the year. Some Cobras did face off with the Cheetah, but it was generally only Cobras with considerable modifications, leading tech inspectors to classify them in the modified category. Nevertheless, the Cheetah won an impressive 11 significant races in 1964 alone and achieved numerous local event triumphs throughout America for several years. However, GM lost interest since it was unable to compete directly against the Cobra, and consequently Bill Thomas and his team shifted their attention to other projects, such as their NASCAR program, funny cars, and a Chevrolet Big Block Mark IV initiative. Unfortunately, in September 1965, the workshop was engulfed in a fire that destroyed the buck and equipment for the new long-tailed Cheetah, commonly referred to as the Super Cheetah, as well as several Cheetah components meant for cars in various stages of assembly. At the end of it, Bill and his crew built a maximum of 23 cars, and not all of them were even finished. With the Cheetah, Thomas had created a true competitor for the Cobra. However, the car's success was short-lived due to a variety of factors, and unfortunately the car could never take on the Cobra that it was designed to destroy. Today the Cheetah is remembered as a true icon of American racing history, and its unique design, powerful engine and awesome story make it a dream car to own. That's if you could ever find one. But let me know down below what you think of the Cheetah, and what do you think would happen if they actually raced this car against the legendary Cobra. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and if you did like it, you like all of my other stuff, so just go through my channel, see if there's something else you like. I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers, eh?